Ladies and gentlemen, from the Microsoft Theater here in downtown Los Angeles, brought to you by Shawn Porter Promotions.
All right, what's up, everyone? It's your man, Showtime, Shawn Porter, the two-time champion of the world, holding it down, hosting the PorterWay. No, I'm just kidding. It is obviously me, Shawn Zittel. Shawn tied up, more important, Shawn tied up with a lot of business, but I'm here joined by two incredible co-hosts today, and let's introduce them left to right. There we go. Starting at my right, the undefeated WBC featherweight champion of the world, Brownsville's own Bruce "Shoo Carrington. And to his right, the hardest working man in Las Vegas, owns his own business now, holding it down, raising a beautiful family, the heart and soul of the PorterWay Podcast, Antt with two T's. I'm sorry, Bruce. I wound up giving him more.
It's all right. He deserves it. He deserves it, bro.
Shoot you in our red and black like blood.
You see how we doing it, man. I didn't
know if you want to co-sign that.
No, you know.
Me and my wrinkly shirt, we got the drip on, too.
You get the memo, bro? What's up? We sent you the text.
You're from New York.
Yeah, I could have worn the Niners jersey.
I still apologize for calling Brownsville Brownstone.
Yeah, man. What you doing?
That was crazy out.
Listen, I got a lot of calls about that, man. You better be hopeful. I told him to chill out.
Oh, man, I want no problem. Okay?
I told him to chill
I want no problem with New York.
All right, fellas. So we could start with the DAZN card, and we'll get to it shortly. People want to hear Bruce and Antt chop down the fights, myself as well. But you know what? Let's start with Bruce Carrington, man. Let's start
here, baby.
The newly minted WBC featherweight champion.
Yes.
You know, Bruce, it was about the fourth or fifth time in the last couple months you picked the fight perfectly that I said, yeah, this guy, he's got a serious future in boxing media, broadcasting, whatever it is he wants to put his mind to in that field. And we got guys like Andre Ward, Roy Jones Jr., George Foreman back in the day, Paulie Malignaggi, Raul Marquez, Tim Bradley, Showtime, Shawn Porter, of course, Antonio Tarver. We got a lot of guys who've been champion that could really do this. And that's without having to go to school and all that. They were made to do this just like they fought. And I think if the boxing world doesn't know, we got our next guy up that can be of that caliber, no doubt about it.
Thank you.
But right now he's focused on fighting, but he doesn't got a fight coming up just now, so he's got time to talk boxing. Bruce, man, why don't you talk about at some point your goals in as being a media member and how you want to go about that?
I mean, to be honest, I really want to be able to, have my own podcast, commentate. I have a lot of fun doing it. I feel like there's not too many things that I've done in my life that I can really gravitate towards. Like boxing obviously is one of them. Breaking down fights, being an analyst is like a huge interest in mine. Cinematography, it's a few other things, but like being an analyst and breaking down the sport of boxing is something that I enjoy doing time in and time out. And I feel like, why not? Put that on a certain stage and, have a podcast and do other things outside of boxing to where people will learn more. I think I break things down pretty well, to the casual fan so they can understand. So why not have them understand more about the sweet science, the pugilism of the sport? It's a lot of it. Like, I remember when I first was talking to my fiance, she was not really interested in boxing. And she was like, oh, it's so barbaric. I'm just like, dude, there's something way more beautiful about it. It's an art. And more and more I kept introducing her to it. Now she's out here watching fights with me and really breaking fights down. And over here tomorrow, look, he's step pivoting right. I'm like, hey, what the heck? You're not even a boxer. But you know about these terminologies. She gets it now. She understands the beauty of it. And I think that I can be able to spread that to anybody that watches the sport.
You said, now watch it.
Exactly.
Watch it with this vision.
That's right.
And it was I'm in the gym. He's getting ready for Carlos Castro at Knucklehead. Shout out to Sean Gibbons in that gym. And he starts talking about Cotto versus Judah. And, he even remembers Eric Morales, Marco Antonio Barrera. He was real young for some of those fights. But a lot of fighters, even that really know boxing and can break it down to the fans, they know a Floyd Mayweather, they know a Canelo, or they know Andre Ward or Sugar Ray Leonard. But when you really know those next level of guys, the Mike McCallums, the James Tonys, I'm like, okay, he could really. What do you think? Am I gassing him up, or you think he could really do this?
So you do it like that, you're a historian. That's why I was telling people. I was at a guy's house. He's watching the show, and one of the things that always stand out in our show is Shawn Zittel. people think you was a boxer. He's like who is this dude that looked like a washed up Italian? I'm like they're trying to find your tape. I'm like, no, he's a historian. He knows the game. So Shushu knows the game from the inside and out, and he's a great people person. Like you see him out, just big smile. But when it's game time, I think about 48 hours out, 24 hours out, he locked in.
For sure.
And how does that go? Because one time I remember Shawn, I try to stay away from Shawn when it's fight time, go as needed. But his wife telling my wife, "Oh, just come to the room, no problem." They had to weigh in, and Shawn, that was the first time Shawn like, "Hey man, you need to get the fuck out." And he didn't say it, but he said it.
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm supposed to be here right now. When is it? Shushu is done. It's time to lock in.
Definitely, I would say the day of the fight. Like,
okay.
I think that
the weigh-ins look scary too, though.
The weigh-ins is definitely scary, but it's still like me having a little fun. You know what I mean? Weigh-ins, like after you eat, you have more energy to kind of like interact with certain people and stuff like that. So you're letting some of that energy out, like during during weigh-in day. But fight day is like, I don't want nobody coming in and out of my room. I don't need no extra noise. I do film study that before I even go to the locker room. So I can have like really fresh in my mind. I don't want to be interrupted by anybody, and everything. I wouldn't say it has to go perfect because everything's not going to always go perfect. But I definitely want like things to just go smooth into me going into the locker room. Before I go to the locker room, that whole day, I want everything to go smooth because I'm totally locked in, and I just use that momentum going into the fight.
Speaking of somebody that's always locked in, a lot of boxers don't like fighting their hometown because they say it's a lot of chaos, dealing with tickets, everything. You perform every time. Bro.
Yeah, thank you.
What motivates you? When you time to lock in, what is like a few things that like, I got to do it for this. I have to. This is what motivates me. This is why, motherfucker, I'm hurt, but you don't see I'm hurt. I got to keep going.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, okay, so I can it's just hard to admit this, but I like to entertain. You know what I'm saying? But I don't go on my way to entertain at the same time. I'm not like foolish to where I'm just gonna get into like a brawl and then let the fans like, get into a whole thing, whatever. Like I definitely pick and choose when it's time to turn up and give the fans what they want and stuff like that. So what I'm saying all that to say, I don't really worry too much about like the outside things, you know what I mean? Like I'm really locked in, even with the like tickets and stuff like that. Like you said too, like I make sure I have other people like that deal with that. Okay. I don't deal with that myself. But yeah, man, like I love to entertain like my people, especially the New York crowd, bro. Like they love like a good fight. I feel like my style itself is gonna automatically give that. But I don't get caught up into it. I used to. I'm not gonna lie. I used to, like early on in my career. I think that I had a point where I was like 5-0 or 5 knockouts in New York. So now I wanted to kind of keep that going. You know what I'm saying? But it kind of got to my head a little bit, and then that's honestly when you saw like probably the toughest fight that I've had. When I fought Suleiman Sagawa, I was going in there trying to knock him out in New York, and he wasn't the type of fighter to do that with. If I was to box him and then break him down in later rounds, maybe that could have came. But I had to mature. So it was like, okay, you gotta pick and choose when you're gonna, turn up and get back to the game plan and stuff like that. So, yeah, man, that's what it's all about, man. That's why I think I get the performances I get in New York.
One more question. That moment, man, we've seen the joy. I think everybody was happy for you, man. When you won the world title in your hometown, family sitting there, Ike watching over you. Yeah. What was that like? What was that feeling, bro? It's everything.
I told him he was gonna cry.
Yeah, he did. You're gonna cry. I'm like, bro, I don't know. Like, why are we gonna tell me what he would do?
I'm like,
that feeling. I don't know if I'm gonna ever. I don't know. I'm not gonna put it out there in the air, but I don't know if I'm gonna ever have the feeling. Yes, like that feeling of euphoria, like that level of euphoria. Like that was it was a rush. I'm thinking about when I stepped out the ring. Like, bro, I stepped out the ring before he even finished counting. Like, that was crazy. Like, you know what I mean? And but I didn't think. My body just moved when I realized he wasn't gonna get up in time. And I'm just thinking about everything that I went through in camp, everything that I went through throughout my career, everything I went through in my life. Like, I've been through a lot of things, man, and I don't really like put it out there on social media because it's no one's business. But I show it with the way I fight. Like you see it when I hit that switch, and you guys like, oh, I don't recognize this guy anymore. Like that's what it is. And then I had a second build of rush when I think got on the top of the ropes. Like I'm yelling out Brownsville. Then I said Forever Ike. When I said Forever Ike, like I hunched over the corner and I felt that I had an uncontrollable cry. To where it was like, Mike, like you see me, like I did it. You know what I'm saying? Like it was so many emotions, so many memories that happened in that short period of time. I didn't even know what to do with it. So that's what all of that, like, emotion came from.
That's the beautiful part of boxing.
That's the stuff dreams are made of. It's that we are the champions moment that, not a large percentage of people, unfortunately, get to grasp and get to taste pause. But they before I got to indulge before we move on to the fights at hand. And Bruce, he made sure to watch tape on everything from Jayo Pataya, Brandon Glanton. He could have went to the shows in Arizona last night, but made sure to stay home so he could really watch with a close eye this whole Navarrete card and other fights we're going to discuss coming up. What was one of the things that helped you again? Little tidbit heading into the Carlos Castro fight.
This guy here,
I gotta get it on camera.
Right? Oh man, bro. All right. So when I was getting ready for this fight with Carlos Castro, he came to the gym. I'm sparring Shawn Porter as well. He's watching us get it on.
You whooped his ass?
Bro, it was good work, bro. It was good work. We both getting it. You know what I'm saying? But he was like, yo, shoot. Like you're in the pocket is great. Your counters are great. Like that's your bread and butter. But I feel like you could get more if you shoot your jab more. Like if you're able to, you know what I mean? Look, good eye, bro. Yeah. Great eye. I'm not gonna lie. And it's something that I've known that I had to pick it up on. But I don't know. Like when you said it, it was kind of piercing. Like it was something to it.
Well, I was saying you got this 72-inch reach. Every time you throw it, it lands. It's long and accurate. And I see what you're doing. You're such a good counter puncher. You want that. You want that. And I said, for what it's worth, I said, you pelt him with the jab, it's going to force them to come back with something, and then you can get with your counters. And I'm thinking, well, that's what the old trainers would call be first, be last. And that's Terrence was great at that. Boom, make you open up with something, and then he's going to finish with the counter punch.
You two motherfuckers ruined my ticket.
Yeah.
Now let it out.
I had a ticket, bro. I had a ticket. Keyshawn knockout. Secure decision, shoot decision. All of a sudden, you want to turn it up.
Why you didn't think I was gonna get the knockout? That's your fault, bro. Come on, like you know
strong Mexican, he can survive. He can take the beat.
Man, it's a shoo show. Don't act like you don't know, man. He the ones that don't know.
Hey, man, spread love is the Brooklyn way.
It's the Brooklyn way.
Hey, Bensonhurst had to look out for Brownsville just a little bit there.
That's right.
May the best man win. If here I am, outing myself. All right.
Hey. Well, y'all took a loss in the main event.
Yeah. I mean, well, no.
Oh yeah. Well, this is a point. If Tio's not from Brooklyn, I'm from Brooklyn either.
Y'all like that?
This is a sense.
Y'all like that?
Yes.
Y'all like that? Y'all really cliquish.
Yeah, no,
From the outside looking
cliquish.
From the outside looking in, y'all New York.
Nah, bro. You know who? Okay, who said Tio's from New York? Tio?
I thought Tio was from New York.
I'm sensitive to this because me and Tio left.
No,
bro.
You told me Tio was from New York. Where Tio from?
Well, I'm sensitive. This is me and Tio left at the same age, so I'm trying to keep my Brooklyn card like Tio is.
What age you left? What age you left?
I was 7.
I mean, I left Louisiana at 10.
Yeah, that's better than 7.
All right, but what's the influence that's stuck in you the most, though?
Las Vegas.
I don't think I'd be here if I wasn't from Brooklyn. If I was just another dude from Las Vegas.
Okay.
My kindness is from Louisiana.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay. So can you say that? I'm sorry to stay on this topic for this long. But
It's okay.
Can you say that when you see Tio, you see Brooklyn?
I see some Brooklyn. My father. He says my father.
Oh, come on.
We've heard. I've seen all the interviews. Akib Barak. You told me in the gym too. He was in Quadrant 3, whatever it was called. Region 3. I call it Quadrant.
Yeah, Quadrant 3.
That's crazy. Y'all taking this thing from. They gonna start calling you from Vegas.
Man, hey, listen.
They'll never
look at me and say I'm from Vegas. They know I play ground looking all the way.
We're not from Brooklyn like you're from Brooklyn. But we're from Brooklyn. All right, let's
I almost shout out our neighborhood because we neighbors, but I ain't gonna do that. That's so much information for y'all. People break it down where you live. Shout out to the idiot one time that called my phone, got my business number, talking about this Antt. That was crazy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, you wandered around the city, man.
Should have get
You're a business owner. You're a staple of Las Vegas businesses.
Whatever, man. Let's go.
All right, so to the DAZN fights. Sorry, I took this long, but to the DAZN fights, let's quickly start with Abel Ramos with a bit of an upset over Tahmir Smalls. This was Tahmir Smalls' step-up fight out of the Philly gym with Bozy Ennis, training in the dungeon there.
That's a tough shot. Why y'all do that?
Man, it is what it is. Oh, shit.
That's a tough shot.
It's a close fight.
Yeah, no, it was.
Yeah.
It was.
What'd you think, Bruce?
Man, Smalls, he came out establishing the jab early. And I think that, like, that was a beautiful game. I honestly felt like he had Ramos mentally out of it, but I think his gas tank just wasn't there. In the middle rounds, you start to see Ramos invest to the body and start to slow him down. And on Smalls, I felt like he even wasn't picking his shots, like, selectively. Like, he wasn't taking his time and looking for the right counters. He would throw certain shots, get out of stance, and, miss some big things. And I think that is what contributed to him kind of getting tired as well, too. In the later rounds, Ramos really got some momentum and then started picking it up and then, really, clinched the victory. And I'm really happy for Ramos because he's had so many fights in his career where he's like this close.
Yeah.
This close, and then he just don't get the nod. I either he take a loss or a draw, and I'm really happy that he's able to get over the hump in this fight, and I cannot wait to see what the next thing holds for him. Honestly, this was really cool to see him do.
Yeah, man. It was. I think every fighter goes through a career where you got a step up fight. You remember your step up fight?
Yeah,
You got a few of them?
Yeah, I've had a few of them so far now. I think one of my step up fights was Jason Sanchez.
Yeah.
And I think I stopped him in like the second round.
Yeah.
Another step-up fight was Bernard Torres, Suleiman Sagawa. I've had a few. Enrique Vivas. I've had a few so far. Yeah.
Step-up fights, I mean, tough veteran guy, been in the game a while. It's going to pull something out of you. You have to dig deep. I'd say win or lose, bro, you got to get back in the ring. But this is a step-up fight in his career. Ramos is nothing to play with because he's been in there with everybody.
Yeah.
And actually, when I was like, he won, I was like, hold on, was it the uncle or the cousin? The nephew?
Yeah, he said Jesus Ramos.
Yeah, I was like, hold on. But, I think just it's a little bump in your career. Don't let this, I hate when people take a loss in boxing and then we won't see them for a year. You only get a moment in life to be a boxer. You got to, a year is too long to lose.
That's right.
So Small's like, man, it happened. It is what it is. Get back on your horse. Let's get back to it, bro. Get back in the ring by the summer. That's something Shawn Porter would say. But don't let this kill your joy, and you're gonna get the real friends from the fake friends right now, because that's how it goes.
That's right.
This is part of the game. But bro, just don't let this kill you. Ramos, amazing victory. Keep going. Let's see what you can pull out of this. And Smalls, keep going too, bro.
Yeah, because I think Smalls has the goods, bro. He has the goods.
Yeah.
I just think he just didn't have the
Learning
gas tank. It's a learning lesson. This is what's gonna mature him into become a better fighter.
It's unbelievable to be Smalls is the illest. So
Hey, that was smooth.
yeah, I was saying this in my live last night. Yeah, but he did get off to a good start. I thought he. Hey,
Tio could never.
I'm telling you, bro.
See why y'all got in this shit? Hey, Tio, man, my bad, bro. I ain't even shake his hand on that.
I got my Brooklyn-ology degree. I studied it. I studied Brooklyn, leaving it. But no, I think he got off to a good start behind that long jab. He controlled the center of the ring pretty well, and then his back started touching the ropes more in those last couple rounds. Ramos was very patient, very defensively sound. He wound up getting hit with a couple right hands around the 7th round and marked his eye up a little bit. But outside of that, man, he kept it tight, little rhythm with the high guard, and then his timing and his placement over 10 rounds was a little bit better than Smalls, who was able to get off first with that length and that jab. And I think one thing though that I'm looking at, Smalls you told me when Amari Jones stopped Luis Cuba Arias, the veteran, you said one thing I liked about Amari Jones is even when he missed on his power shots, he was on balance.
Yes.
And Smalls a lot of times got off balance, and he trains with Boots, who gets away with that. Boots is this, crazy athlete like Pacquiao was, like Roy was, where they could get off balance and then come with something else from that off balance. Navarrete does it in the main event. But, he wasn't able to get away with it in this fight. And I look ahead to Boots and Ortiz because I've always given the edge to Boots because of his crazy talent. and athleticism. And but I look at a matchup like how Robert did in the corner against Bozy from Murataya Cruz. I look at this fight where Abel, kind of in the style of Virgil Ortiz, against a longer, little bit more athletic guy in Smalls, and he was able to take advantage of certain things. But I don't know. It makes me look ahead to that. Not to where I'm now picking against Jaron Ennis, but it does make me take notes of what's coming. Yeah.
No, you got to question it. Love the comparisons you put. You got to think about how the game plans of each coach would, mesh in a fight like that. And I do think when it comes to like pure skill, like not skill, but talent, like Jerome Bruce Ennis, and then like the textbook game plan, like that is always going to be interesting to watch because Bruce is an exceptional fighter, like with his skills and stuff like that and his athleticism. And then you have, the approach of Virgil Ortiz and then his game plan with his corner and then his power as well too. Like there's a lot that comes into play to make it, an exciting fight. Yeah, that's one of those fights that you really don't really know who to pick going down the stretch. But I really don't have much to say on that one. I totally agree with you.
I'm just taking notes as we go along. Yeah. I'm seeing, fighters from each style, each gym come out and just, we'll see what we get. But moving on to Emiliano Vargas, your top-ranked stablemate. And, man, this kid is fast. I love his hand speed, for one. Yeah. But first, what'd you think of the fight overall?
Oh, man, I felt like this was needed in Emiliano's career. He's had some success with, stopping guys early, especially recently. And I think in the stage of his career, what is he on, 21 as well, too? It's about that time that he needs to start getting more rounds in and learn more about himself. I think that when you knocking guys out early, you're not going to really learn too much about yourself because there's phases in these rounds. This last fight was a 10-rounder for him. And there's I like to think about those, in those lengthy fights, there's 3 stages. There's there's 1 and 3 or 1 and 4 rounds. And then there's 5 through 7 or 5 through 8. And then the 9, 10 is those is different phases in these, you're going to see yourself in those rounds. And you got to learn. You got to learn those things. And I think he bit down and he did what he needed to do in this fight. The first 4 rounds was 4 or 5 rounds really was kind of back and forth because Quintana, he was there. He was not there to play.
Counter shots.
Really good counter shots off the shoulder roll of making Vargas feed into certain things because Vargas has he has a bad habit of falling into his shots sometimes. And that's where the counters were coming in. But I think that he finished strong. He locked in on his defense really well towards the end. The stoppage was a little questionable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let the man finish the fight.
Yeah, I think he could have finished it. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, Vargas did what he needs to do. And I'm really proud of him. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Top rank on these last few cards. Not the last few, but a good stretch in his last couple of years has been really dominant over the, crossing over different platforms and taking over. Top rank fighters have been doing anything. And I'm not just saying that just because I'm a top.
No, it's the truth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I hesitate to say this because you don't want to big up promoters in my chair. Being a journalist, you want to more so hold their feet to the fire. But Shawn, you gotta forgive me. I'm gonna curse on this one. I've been wanting to say this line about Top Rank. It's in the motherfucking name. Top Rank. Okay, their fighters tend to be at the championship level. Top Rank.
Kicked off after this.
Yeah.
I'm just saying Top Rank. Yeah. I thought we were gonna lose with Black History Month.
Hey, bro, it's March 1st.
Yeah. You gotta get him out of here, Shawn gonna be very disappointed.
And you saw Emiliano. They're gonna kill me for that, but you saw Emiliano the halftime show.
Yeah.
Is this kid the goods? Is it too? I know it's too early.
There's something when I say this stuff, you guys gonna catch it, but some of y'all out there catch it too. I mean, it's time to step up. I think it's to that point. He said he wants former world champions. Something I need to see him do. He could beat these guys all day. He could beat these guys all day. Skill, athletic, movers. That's all I want to see him beat. If he could beat those guys, because you got it. All the ones that got the titles they skilled, athletic, and can move. Can you compete with that? That's a different level that I haven't seen him in the ring with yet. I don't know if it's just great promoter are just because it comes a time when you have to face those guys in the sport of boxing. Sean, I know what I'm talking about. But it's just, I want to see, because they say one of former world champions. I got a couple guys for him.
Okay. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
He's the best matchmaker.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
He say one of former world champion, Kenneth Sims. Get up in there with Kenneth.
That's a good fight.
I know, but
Not yet.
Tough fight for me. I would have put him in King.
hey.
Not saying he. Not saying he's good.
how long we gonna wait to move this guy?
Yeah.
He is 21.
I don't care.
Okay. So why is the demand so heavy on a fighter like him?
Because he's so good. He's dominating this level.
respect
It's weird. Matter of fact, I was just talking to, I don't know if I was talking to him or somebody else. My kid's 52 inches at 4 years old. He's always going to be like, hey, you dominate. You got, I'm held you to a different standard.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
We don't push his two brothers like that, do we?
That's right.
So we hold you to a different standard. And if you get to that standard, you dominate. Sure. Your dad didn't tell, hey, sure, just keep dominating here.
Right,
just keep
exactly.
doing your thing. No, that's not life. We want to be great, baby. We want to be good.
That's right.
So it just, don't get me wrong, that kid looks the part.
Yeah.
But I just want to see him get to that next level. Kenneth Sim or Jermaine Ortiz. You like that? I know. And y'all still
Here's
I got one more. If y'all say all three of these, Frank Martin. Damn.
Oh, he's vlogging.
Y'all don't want none of those?
No, it's not
It's
that.
too soon, I think.
When he gonna be ready? 2028?
Let me. This is what you do. The former champion is a former 130 champion, a former 135 champion.
Line him up.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. You see, if Jose Pedraza,
Hector Garcia?
maybe give him a call. Give
Hector
Jose
Garcia?
See that? There you go.
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
He's
Politics. Oh, see, that's why we got Zuffa.
no.
That's why you don't like Zuffa. Because of shit like this.
No.
Okay? Sean, I tell you.
Look, there's a science to the top rank buildup.
Y'all know how to build fires. I don't. Well, fuck around. I'll lose all my money. I see what y'all did there.
Those are all good fights right now, especially the Kenneth Sims and him. Those are all good competitive fights, just from a fight standpoint. But from a building Emiliano Vargas standpoint, you get a Jose Pedraza right now. You get someone who maybe won a title at 30 or 35, who's now competing at 140. And I think, the best matchmakers have it to a science. You got to give him a guy who's going to press him. Then you got to give him a guy who's a little bit of a cutie, who's Quintana had that a little bit, pause, but he had a guy
That's your second pause, by the way.
I know.
Come on, bro.
All right, I'll stop. All right. Okay. I did.
I'm
Okay.
gonna start calling him out now because I'll be letting you rock. You know what I mean?
All right. But come on, bro, you know old school boxing terms. A cutie is a guy that not necessarily going to beat you, but he's going to make you miss. He's going to frustrate you, and Quintana brought that element in this fight. So he needs to fight each look a little step up here and there until he's really ready to fight a world champion. And in this fight, and then what I want to ask Bruce about, I like that at the end he stayed in the kitchen. He even got his David Benavidez on a little bit,
he did.
I'm going to use this speed and overwhelm you with it,
right.
with some combinations. I'm going to stay on top and all that, but you just leave me alone. But when he took a walk, whenever he went to take his walk, because until he got to the end of the fight, his pressure wasn't consistent, and that's okay. You could switch up looks. You don't have to press him all fight. You got fast hands, you got skills, but his walk wasn't always efficient. He would find himself on the ropes.
Yeah.
The jab would disappear for some stretches. What advice because I know there's an art to taking that walk around the ring. You don't even have to always be throwing punches. It's off a feint. It's off changing a head slot, like Tim Bradley teaches me. And how could he be more effective? Because he was effective towards the end, breaking him down.
Correct.
How could he be more effective doing it the other way?
I think right now the reason why he might have like little patches of these things is because he's still trying to identify himself as a fighter.
There you go.
He's 21 years old and he's young.
Yeah.
He's trying to figure out, is my strength here or is my strength here? And I think a fight like this is what's gonna help him, identify that. Because he's doing those rounds. So he's like, okay, this is where I really am good at, especially down the stretch, as opposed to I want to do it here, I'm gonna do this here, do that here, do that here. I think that he's just it's growing pains right now for him, and I think he's gonna identify with that pretty quickly.
How fun is that when your style when you're growing up is composed of studying this guy, you take this look from all these guys, but then as you keep doing it right, you unlock what you are. you know, and you start to have your own look and and everything to your own style.
I mean, you know, it's like baking a cake. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you're having all these different ingredients. You got the eggs here from Sugar Ray Leonard. You got the sugar here from Mayweather. You got something like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have all these ingredients to make your own personal cake, homemade, you know, type of thing. And it's not going to be, and when you try to identify with just this one ingredient too much, sometimes you get away from yourself and then the cake is not good. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's always good to have your own homemade cake, because a lot of people's homemade cake is not going to taste the same as the neighbor's homemade cake. You know, you got to identify yourself and use other people's strengths and weaknesses, whatever, and then kind of build it into your own personality. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of what I've done in my career. Like I've liked watching Zach Judah. I liked his ferociousness. I like where he likes to punch through guys with his speed. Obviously Mike Tyson, but then I got some Floyd Mayweather in there. You're gonna see the shoulder roll. You're gonna see the jabs to the stomach. You're gonna see, you know, certain things in there, and I just kind of mix it in with my own personality and my own competitiveness, and that's when you get something that you don't really see in a lot of fighters. Like I think that a lot of people when they watch me fight, they consider me similar to Terrence Crawford or stuff like that. But yeah, you know, I've watched Terrence too. But yeah, I like to look at it as like my own, you know, my own style.
That's when the beautiful part comes in, when you unlock what it is that's unique about you as a fighter after
100%.
taking from all these styles. And you can see he takes a little bit from Lomachenko, with some, and then he had little shades of Benavidez in those late rounds when he started breaking them down. So, you know, I look forward to seeing what he unlocks. He's super marketable, and yeah.
And at the end of the day, he still has that Mexican heart and killer.
Right.
But like you guys said, he's 21 years old, so he's not even in his prime.
Yeah.
So I'm pushing him to that level, but imagine when he get 25.
Yeah.
He might be able to fuck up all those guys that I say that's athletic and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So as I say that, I got names for him now.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna go Hector Garcia,
Okay.
Jamal Harrington.
Jamel Herring. Okay, get out of the bare knuckles, Jamel. The New York stand. Let's fight the million kid.
You know,
He's around.
Give him another world champion, Oscar Valdez.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
I actually like Oscar.
I was thinking about Gary Russell, but how y'all like that?
He's got a few weights. He's got to jump up to 140. Even Oscar too. Valdez too. Valdez.
Okay. See what y'all doing.
You got the right idea now.
But look how y'all doing Regis. We'll get to that one.
Yeah. We
got fucking Shoo fighting Terrence Crawford.
Man, what's next?
all right. So
next?
to your point about, you know, top
The main
rank-
event.
Yeah, Emmanuel Navarrete, the cowboy.
Hey, let me tell you about my man.
Yep.
Delivers every time.
Yeah.
Delivers every time.
Yeah.
What you thought you was getting last week with them boys? No, this is real Mexicans right here.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers are warriors, battles. Shout out to my man. Is Nunez?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Hey, he was there. He was there.
Tough.
Hey, tough fight. Hey, one thing about those warriors like that, they're gonna fight every minute. My man delivers every time. Shawn Zittel. My man delivers every time. So that's one thing. But now it's like, that was the second title, right? He got two in his
His
division.
first time unifying. So he's a 3-division champion, but this was the first time he put two together in one.
Who has the other two?
Oshaki Foster and the WBA champion. Gosh, it escapes me.
All right, well, can we make the Oshaki fight? Is that possible? Is Oshaki still on top rank?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Did Oshaki get in the ring or anything?
I think
I think he was out there arguing with Ray Ford.
Ray Ford. I think it's
That's-
a rumor that they might be fighting next. You know what I mean?
What, Ray Ford got a belt?
No.
Cameron, I'm going to look up the WBA champion.
But he's to the point where I just want to see. Can he clean out the division? I want to see. Is it possible?
See, the thing is with him, he's so unusual, dude. Like he's so
That's
unpredictable,
hard.
especially when
The
he's
shots
like,
coming from everywhere.
dude, bro. Like you'll think he's backing up, then he'll just lunge with uppercut. Like, bro, like where is that
Jazza
coming from?
Dickens.
Who?
Jazza Dickens.
Oh, Jazza Dickens. Yeah,
You gotta watch that hoop
okay.
again.
No. I didn't hear what he said. I didn't know who he was. Hey, bro, you'll get me in trouble, man.
Jazza Dickens.
Yeah. Okay. No, but yeah, I could see him like taking over the division, man. Because like I said, he's so off tempo. The type of style he has, you're not gonna get in sparring, bro. Because who fights like him? Who fights like him? And he's not a type of guy that forgets about the body either. He changes tempo, his rhythm. Oh, bro, like I do think that Nunez had a little too much respect for him in the beginning.
Yep.
And that set the tempo for Navarrete to, take over. Yeah. Come on. Like, he was backing up the first 2 rounds, like just letting Navarrete go forward. Navarrete, if you want to get him and beat him, you got to push him back. He does not fight the best getting pushed back. But if he has that momentum going forward, he's going to steamroll you every time. Every time, bro.
The hard
And then
part
hit you
is,
with the angles too. Oh, gosh.
when you're trying to close the distance on him, though, sometimes you're running into a buzzsaw.
That is
You
true.
push
That's
him
what
in the
he was
blender.
going through. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. He had Nunez had a strong, I believe 8th round. I think it was the 8th round.
Sometimes he didn't like that body work
He
inside.
did not like
Yeah.
the body work, which was
like,
good.
Yeah, 7, 8, something like that.
Yeah. I think Nunez did really good in the body in the 8th round. And if he would have came out the first round, investing in it from then on, I think it would have been a better fight for him. But also, like you said, getting in that close, he's going to take a lot of leather. And I think I don't think that Nunez had the athleticism, the slickness to kind of get away from a lot of those shots, man. And Navarrete just had his way.
I halfway through, I interrupt this main event breakdown of Navarrete Nunez to remind you all, the PorterWay Podcast viewers and subscribers, to subscribe to the members only channel. All right. My Italians East Coast, they know something about members only. All right. So you got to be a member of the PorterWay Podcast. Make sure you send in your fan question submissions. And then what's great about the members only part of the channel is when Shawn gets these exclusive one-on-ones with whether it's Andre Ward or Tim Bradley or Manny Pacquiao, and he tells me and Antt to kick rocks so that the champions can discuss champion stuff, you get to actually watch all that exclusive content. And even times where we had guys like Keyshawn on the week of his fight with Jermaine Ortiz, he's predicted, I'm going to knock Jermaine Ortiz out. You could have saw that a week before everybody else got to it. So make sure you subscribe to the members only channel and also send in your fan questions. So, well, back to Navarrete and Nunez. I want you guys to keep cooking. I want to get Bruce's real breakdown on Navarrete and Foster, but I got to here's some high praise. Okay. I happen to grow up with 2 fighters being tied as my favorite fighters in boxing. And that was the executioner Bernard Hopkins. And that was Eric El Terrible Morales. So if I needed my technical fix, all right, I got, and Bernard was a warrior too. He was in a lot of great fights with Antoine Eccles and Felix Trinidad, etc. He was in some good scraps too. Don't get me wrong. But if I wanted my sensei, my technical master, grandmaster, it was Bernard Hopkins. And conversely, Morales was athletic, rangy, had feet. He was a hell of a technical fighter too. But if I wanted a warrior, if I wanted to scratch that itch for watching the best entertaining fight possible, the man for that job was Eric El Terrible Morales. So Navarrete, this is quite the compliment coming from me. He reminds me more in today's boxing, because Antt started by saying he never fails to deliver. He reminds me of Eric El Terrible Morales more than anybody in the game right now. From 122 to 130, he's always the taller guy. He looks like he's 6 foot in there when he fights guys in this weight class. He, even though he's known as a Mexican warrior, he's rangy. And he busted Nunez up off the back foot. Now, Morales was a first ballot Hall of Famer. And people are saying, is Navarrete pound for pound title? Who cares? I know he's pound for pound, maybe one of the top 5 most exciting guys. And he's pretty damn good, too. If he's not elite, he's still quality. He's a quality champion. And a lot of us thought he was waning. Even like Morales, when he went to 135, he showed up a little pudgy and took an L, like Morales did to Zahir here. So between taking the L to Beranchyk, not coming in shape a lot, going life or death with guys like Charlie Suarez and Liam Wilson, who aren't thought of as being of that level. He was an underdog by the odds makers last night. So this was a hell of a moment for him. And that's what he's a true action star, and got his own subtle charisma and aura to. He puts the cowboy hat on you after he whoops your ass, and so
That's crazy.
Respectfully, he does it.
You stunned me from New York. Y'all know that. Teal taught me that. Teal taught me that. You stunned him.
But that aside, you think he beats O'Shaquie Foster? I don't know.
That's a good fight. That is a good fight. I do think that his style would be a problem for anybody that steps in the ring for him, like anyone. Granted, Oshaki, he does have a good adjustment factor to him though. So I feel like later down in the stretch, he could pick up on his rhythm and catch his timing. Yeah, Nunez couldn't catch Navarrete's timing at all. It took him a little while, probably because the 8th round was his best round, and trying to do that. But I think that Oshaki would fare better with catching the timing more. But man, how long is that going to take? How much damage is going to take before then? How winning a fight, is that going to change? Is it going to be enough time to where he can bank in enough rounds to win the fight? Or Oshaki has a good power too. We've seen Navarrete down a couple times, and so it's possible that he can put Navarrete down. But that's honestly a really good fight that I don't know who the winner would be.
Yeah, it's a great style match. I mean, Navarrete, he was patient last night, especially in the first four. He was patient and hit him off the back foot. And I left out one thing he really reminds me of Morales. Morales was the ultimate answerer. He was that's part why those first 2 Pacquiao fights were so great, is no one was better in his time at getting get back. He was the get back king. You would get something off on him and he would come back and take the play from you. You'd always had an answer. And that's what Navarrete does really good. But Navarrete brings the fire, and Oshaki, he's gonna bring the ice. He's gonna cool you off, shut you down. I think Foster's defense and after Shakur is about is tops. Okay. It's really good, man.
When he decides to turn it on, right, because he has times when he likes to fight to his opponent's level, and sometimes the opponents are obviously lesser than him, and he just makes it a competitive fight. He doesn't have to. He can do shutouts like he did with Fulton. Granted, Fulton is a naturally much smaller guy. You know what I'm saying? But stylistically, though, the game plan was perfect. It was perfect. You know what I mean? And I think that he can shut a lot of guys out more often if he was to really lock in and continue to be dominant in every fight on.
The problem in some of those fights is his offense, his volume would take a hit once he decides you're just not going to hit me.
Yeah.
But but in Foster or Fulton, it was the best of both worlds. He put it all together.
Definitely.
That one thing in that fight for Foster, come in shape. Best shape of your life, because I think the skills can pay the bills and he can get the job done. Defense, being sharp, moving, not being there to hit, but you're going to get some shots. That guy is just all night motor. So your defense has to be a step above his, and that's just going to push him. I don't know. I'm I don't know how to call it. Just because I don't know. Just like my man stepping back and then throwing. What the fuck are you doing? You're only supposed to do that in the ring, in the gym.
And he's dynamic.
Yeah,
creative with it.
Yeah, and his punches are strong though.
How you prepare for that?
He has the balance to it's not like he's throwing arm punches. He's throwing some real size hammers, bro. You know what his one of his real strongest weapons is his feints. He will step back and throw a foot feint. Oh, bro, his foot feints are amazing, and it freezes a lot of guys up to where it's they don't know, because he's already known for crazy shots come from all angles, but then they see that foot feint. They're they just prepare to shell up. And when you shell up, he's gonna go all around your guard and he's gonna take advantage.
He had some sauce last night.
Yeah,
he got in his bag.
Yeah,
once he really started ripping, and he'll get leverage, even though he's lanky and the shorter guys in his chest, and he's still getting more leverage than Nunez. He's a bad boy.
This age, Marcos Madonna with them crazy ass shots.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that in terms of the different angles with the shots for sure. Yeah.
He just killed Floyd one night.
In that first round, he threw 100 punches in the first fight.
Yeah.
I'm
that's crazy.
That was wilding.
That was crazy.
That was wild, yeah.
Before we move on, I want to give a quick consideration to Curmel Moton, the 19-year-old blue chip prospect, got a second round stoppage in upstate New York. Yeah, man. I had people in my chat going, Emiliano or Curmel, and I'm like, they're 19 and 21.
But a fight like that, you gotta let it cook. It's not even started cooking yet. You know what I'm saying? But Curmel, man, he's been having crazy buzz about him since the amateurs.
You know what that mean? You old. You getting old now. Look at the shorts. Right. You know what that mean? You old.
Yeah, I know it's 6'7", man. I don't even.
You getting old now? You gonna be into
I'm not that old. I'm still in my 20s, bro. I'm relax, y'all. You're
a world champ now.
I'm still in my 20s. No, I'm not just a world champ.
What'd you think?
So you gotta say the same thing about Abdullah. All right, then you keep saying no.
What'd you think?
What you said, auntie? That's crazy. Oh, no, all right, no, but I think that Curmel, man, he's I want to see him in more fights, like his activity.
Yes.
That's the difference between him and Emiliano right now. Is Emiliano?
Last time we seen him?
I think Renny Villamonte back in May. For the Caleb Plant Resendiz card.
Yes, bro.
Yeah.
Like a fighter like him. I feel like he needs to be in the ring more often. You know, getting, you know, he just keep knocking dust off of himself every single time he steps in the ring because I don't know if it's his management. I don't know what's going on, but he is a sight to see every time. The way he puts his numbers together, his combinations is relentless. And then it's not like he's just staying up top to the head. He's going down to the body, breaking the top, and then going around the guard, uppercut in between, back down to the body. It's beautiful to see.
He can rip.
Yeah, he can rip. Yeah, he can rip. He's starting to fill out, you know, as he's getting older.
Well, some people think he's filling out too quickly. Like he needs to find a way to take that youthful metabolism, cut down to 35, 40, you know, because that's the age where you're supposed to get away with kind of unhealthy weight cuts.
That is
right, like Oscar did at like Devin was doing at 135.
Yeah. I feel that. Okay, I mean that makes perfect sense. But nevertheless, though, like he's a great guy to watch, bro. He's very entertaining.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna go through the show, Antt, without mentioning Chris.
Yeah, no. I want to see Mo back in the ring 2 more times this year, at least.
At least.
Seriously. Yeah, Emiliano, I think, got 4 in last year. That's
super active, bro.
Yeah.
I was getting jealous. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, damn, she fighting.
Hey, I seen one time.
He might be taking a little.
I don't even know how. I don't even know how this is legal. One time I seen somebody fight 5 times in 1 year.
All right, bro.
I ain't know that's legal. Man, what is your 90 days?
Whatever, bro.
Every time I look at some motherfucker in the ring.
I love to fight.
All right, we're in the championship rounds. We'll keep it kind of concise here.
Man.
Conor Benn leaves Eddie Hearn. This is about a week old, but I guess more importantly now, since everyone stewed on that, he is going to be fighting Regis Prograis. I think it's funny that Zuffa. I gotta get.
All right, if you want to step out, business purposes,
right.
I understand.
Man, listen, bro. I'm here and I'm with all of the real talk. So I'm, you know, let's see.
Go ahead, cut
Austin opinions expressed by Shawn Porter or Shawn Zittel.
And if you want more, go to Shawn Zittel at YouTube.
Yeah,
YouTube. Oh, yeah.
If they throw $15 million your way, you do what you got to do. Even though it's not them really footing the bill anyway. It's as Eddie Hearn says, it's Pappy.
You about to cut?
Yeah. Well, no, I'm just saying it's like we're gonna go back to the 9 original weight classes, and well, actually it's 8, but we're gonna make it 9 because the first guy of true, shout out to Robert Merriweather, a few other prospects they got that are legit. But the first champion we got is a cruiserweight, so actually 9 weight classes. So we're gonna
whatever fits his narrative.
We're gonna do Conor Benn at do we call it, because the WBC did it for Pacquiao versus Margarito, like a catch weight of 150, and they let it be for the super welterweight titles. So we're being fair here, but do we call Conor Benn versus Regis Prograis at super middle welterweight, or do we call it at light super middleweight? No, not light. You get the joke. I forgot what I call it. Yeah. The fight is to be at 150 pounds at super middle welterweight.
Bringing Regis up.
Yes. Of 140-pound champion, skipping 147, fighting Conor Benn. I mean, is there any chance Regis Prograis upsets Conor Benn?
No. All the money I lost.
Everybody's got a chance.
All the money I lost on Shushu Carrington a couple weeks ago, I will make back next month. Okay?
Yeah.
Every dollar.
Yeah. Dude, I honestly feel like Regis, his best chance is if he's if he can scrap like in the inside and trade shots. Like, granted, like I think that Conor Benn, he's a good scrapper in his own right as well too. But if he wants to like outclass Regis, he has to be on his boxing, similar to what he did with Chris Eubank in the second fight. But I believe I've been seeing, Regis. I'm in the gym with Regis all the time, and I see Regis working on guys that's like movers and whatnot. So it's like, if he can really like zone in and know how to cut the ring off properly, work on his, foot movement, because he has been his last couple camps, and I think he looked really decent his last fight against Jojo Diaz. I think that is his best chance of getting Conor Benn.
I didn't like his punch resistance in the Jojo Diaz
I was
fight.
about to say that.
Yeah.
I think that's the one thing is the punch
And
resistance.
Jojo was the guy who's not a big puncher.
Yeah.
Coming up, from 30, 35. Yeah, what do you think, Antt?
Yeah,
He's from the right state.
Yeah. Shout out to my man.
Louisiana.
We both from Louisiana. I think just Regis on the backside of his career. Hell of a career. I think the prime Regis we ever seen was the Josh Taylor fight.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful Regis. And this is tough, bro. Like, Conor Benn. Regis, make sure we got body testing in because he's known to take steroids. And if my man getting 15 million, what they give my man Regis at least 5?
He's getting something.
Yeah, something.
Something beautiful? Yeah. Okay.
Beautiful.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
Beautiful to us.
Yeah.
Can't talk about him.
Yeah, it's beautiful to me too.
He just got there.
Yeah, well, I just got there.
Hey, y'all remember how Floyd's pull up with security? So we got hella security.
No, I don't. All right,
Yeah,
man.
that's back. It's crazy. It was crazy when I couldn't even get in the building.
Hey, y'all, get him.
But yeah, I don't know. That's a tough fight. When they said 15 million, Conor Benn and Zuffa, I was like, okay, now who we gonna get? Like I thought they were gonna get maybe Shakur.
That's right.
What we had?
Maybe they still will. Okay, so Raheem, my guy.
That.
Shout out to my man Radio Raheem. He said maybe this isn't really the $15 million fight. Maybe this is. But I said, Raheem, but it's being reported everywhere by Dan Raphael.
One fight.
That's one fight, 15 million. He goes, yeah, but maybe this is a part of the ring. This is more technically a ring show, and then the 15 million fight with Zuffa, funded by Turkey, will be the fight people thought it was gonna be.
What is this building up to? This is not built. This is not.
I mean, him and Shakur going back and forth on Helwani. They go back and forth in the garden. I thought it was building up to that.
So, do you think the ultimate goal is for them to get Shakur or something like that in the ring for Conor Benn?
That's what I was.
It's a ticket selling dance partner for Shakur.
Yeah.
It's not so much that it's a fight everybody in boxing's asking for. It's that he could sell out arenas in the UK. It could get Zuffa a Sky Sports deal, which is rumored that they're maybe closing in on. And then, give Shakur a ticket selling dance partner.
I just think it's a weight bully fight. I mean, he think he's too big, too strong for, at this point in his career, for a Regis, man. Just Conor Benn, steroid Conor. You never know how he gonna come in. Super strong. But it's just, I definitely understand this from Zuffa. I thought they had like something up their sleeve. I was like, cool, they're gonna announce something big. Then I'm gonna go to Sean Zittel page and see him piss. That's my entertainment of the day. But then I see that Sean laughing at y'all.
Yeah, I'm having more fun.
Yeah, that's what I said. I love when they piss you off. And literally, I get the reports.
I'm trying to use humor now to diffuse these things.
Yeah. So
That's the best way.
Yeah,
that's kind of how you got to deal with life. But yeah, I just don't know. I mean, this 15 million. That's not $15 million fight. No. I mean, when you get your next $15 million fight and you fighting a bum, we're gonna have a problem.
Bro.
Oh,
Because that's easy work.
a bum now.
Yeah.
No.
That's
Bum just like, I ain't inside.
Hey, no.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I apologize. That's crazy. When you fight somebody that when you
It's
fight
faded.
I was about
this weight class.
I was about to say when he fighting 122, but it's a 122 looking for him.
It's Conor Benn.
I'm talking about him.
What? Who's? Oh, anyway. Yeah. That's got to be at the Garden.
We're gonna get that.
Doesn't have to.
Yeah.
We're gonna get that soon too. But
Yeah, no, for sure. That's gonna happen real soon.
Yeah, but we gonna get to that.
I mean, I pitched that fight
Yeah.
like 3 years ago.
Let's finish this kind of Ben. Then we're gonna get to it.
I was on my Antt matchmaking, right?
Okay.
They didn't want to listen. Now they're listening. But Conor Benn,
I'm picking another dude.
Conor Benn.
Somebody cost some money.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna lose money again. You keep not learning your lesson. You gonna keep playing with your money. Hey, you'll be broke. Gonna need the $15 million contract.
Well, I was gonna ask how good is Conor Benn. We'll revisit this. We'll revisit
Well,
this
it's closer.
after April 11th.
Okay.
Yeah. Why not?
Where's the fight at?
Tottenham?
Okay. I love that accent. What's the main event again? Fury is the main event?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Against Arslanbek. Muradov.
This is the co-main?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
You on that fight? You on that card?
No, I'm
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I'll probably be fighting probably the next month.
Okay. Can you snitch on say who the opponent is?
Yeah.
No. To be honest, it's in negotiations, and I can't. Even if I knew, I wouldn't snitch though.
Who's number one in the rankings right now?
Espinoza.
Not Raphael.
Yeah, Raphael. Yeah.
No, for the WBC.
Oh, WBC.
Yeah.
I think it's Nathaniel Collins.
Okay.
Yeah. I think he's ranked number one in the WBC right now. So we have some options though.
We seen you in the stare down with Brandon.
Yeah.
We got to get Leo. Got to get Espinoza.
Yeah. You saw Brandon came to the shoe party too. Saw him in the club. I'm like,
Oh, did you? Oh,
yeah, like, hey, welcome to the shoe.
It was all good for a few hours. Let that be put to the side for a little bit.
No. I was like he came in. He didn't know that I was there, and I just popped up on him like, "Yo, what's up? I'm everywhere you at." Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
On some Shannon Briggs, Vladimir Klitschko type thing.
That was crazy. That was a time, boy. That was a time. My man followed him on the boat.
Yo, crazy.
That was a time.
That was wild. But I think that we have a lot of great options for my next fight. And you guys, you know me, bro. Like I really want to be able to give the divisions what they want to see and clean out the. I'm not playing. Like a lot of these dudes are like twiddling their fingers and they're not unifying. I'm like, bro, what's going on?
Yeah.
Like for me, I could see myself
Holding out for Inoue. Let me keep this belt until the money man comes up.
if you're that confident,
Clean out the division.
I'm with you.
The fight bigger.
if you're that confident in yourself, you know you're gonna keep the belt.
Yeah.
You fight anybody, and then anyway, this is gonna be it at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? That's what I believe. You know, I can see myself doing a title defense and then going for a unifying. You know, to unify. But these guys, they like 2-3 fights in, and nothing's happening. 4 fights in, nothing is happening. Bro, I don't want to waste that much time, bro. I don't know what the heck they're doing. Like I said, if you're that confident in yourself and you want to hold on to your title, you know that you can beat these guys, and unify, and then the anyway fight will be much bigger for yourself.
Yeah. No, I love 126 because you could mix and match any of the unifications and it's a great fight. And then you got the monster any minute now.
Yeah.
Moving up, being undisputed from his division. 126 is fire.
What I love Zittel, Mushu like this. Fight every champion, clean out the division. You handle your business, make Big U as a bigger star. Anyway, you beat you. If you think you're that good, you come beat me. You get all the titles.
Right, exactly.
But you seen what happened to Gonzalo when he came to New York last time, baby.
The
We don't
1998 movie.
play the monsters, baby. We don't play the monsters.
Man, listen, not at all, man. I don't play none of that. And
He actually died in 1998. He did.
That's what.
The movie wasn't that good.
That's what I said.
And I was really looking forward to
Gonzalo-
the story. Right.
That's what I said when he came to New York.
Oh, okay, I thought you were saying like he was gonna get eaten alive.
No. He didn't even catch it. You ain't from New York.
I had to go back.
You ain't from New York.
Yeah.
You come from
You don't know how much that movie disappointed us in 1998. He was
Why?
a big,
Why?
yeah, huh?
Why?
You know how much marketing that movie had? It was on the side of the Bally's Casino. We're digressing really bad here, but I'm a big Godzilla. You know, anyway, the movie sucked.
I like Godzilla too, though.
That was the last thing on my mind in 1988. 1998. Was I trying to get cakes then? No, it was still early.
You think? Pretend he's not
I was
here.
thinking about cakes. I was thinking about cakes in 1988.
And pretend he's not here.
What?
Really
I
think?
got kids.
You really think he beats a monster?
Monsters, that's gonna be a tough fight, but I'm gonna roll with my guy.
Okay.
Anytime you know how many motherfuckers. Hey, you know how many motherfuckers. I mean, when the Spence Porter fight, I had somebody. Shout out to our boy Blair. He said, "So how bad you think Shawn gonna lose by?" Nigga, I don't give a fuck if Shawn's fighting King Kong. I'm riding my guy. That's how I am. My loyalty is to my guy, and I might pick you at a different way. You might fuck up my money. You know, that's part of it. But no, I think that time, the more world champions, when he cleaned up all the divisions, getting better and better and better, we get even a better shoot
For sure.
He's not even peaked yet
At all.
So that's the scary part. It's like, should I get him now, or should I wait? Should I let the fight get bigger? That's my thing. But hell of a fight, and I think do we keep it in the States or we go over there? That's the question.
Whichever makes most sense. Business.
Okay.
Yeah, it could make.
Where you want to see it at? I know you want to say. Where you want to see it?
I think it'll ultimately come down to Inoue, and if he's insistent on I want a little home field advantage against this younger guy, good
Strong.
or if I would suspect Inoue though, being the champion he is, being more leaning towards let me go to New York City, let's do it. I want that from Inoue's perspective. I want that moment of true glory in the United States and do it against a United States fighter in the Mecca. So
I'm pulling up for that.
Oh, I want to.
I don't even really do fights like that. I'm pulling up for that, my boy. Shock the world.
It's a great
Very
fight.
smooth,
Yeah.
very smooth. I think that he's expressed interest of building his market in
He
America.
went there. So your fight,
Exactly.
ringside.
It's my
Right.
fight. He's for Cardenas out here in Vegas. I think that if he wants to, really become big, because if you notice, there'll be big name boxers or like overseas in different countries. You're not a star unless you're really a star in America. Like you're really like a boxer in America. If you become a star, everyone knows him all over the world. So I feel like if he wants to really break through that threshold, come to New York, man. Come to New York City, man, and then we could definitely get it on. But I this me, bro. I do my film study, I do my fight study, everything like that, and I study him so much. I'm actually a fan of his, so much of a fan.
You can't not be. Yeah,
I'm so much of a fan though, to where it's like I look at every single thing he does, when in terms of his strengths, his weaknesses.
And what would you do in that moment?
And stuff, and what I would do in those moments. Like, I'm that much of a fan of Naoya anyway, to where by the time it's time for us to fight, I'm gonna have complete confidence to where I know I'm gonna beat him. And it's funny because people think that I'm crazy. I'm getting so much negative comments when I say I'm gonna beat him and whatnot. It seems so unbelievable, but that's gonna make the victory that much sweeter, because I'm gonna shock the world.
And that's what I remember talking to. I think before we picked the Canelo Crawford fight, I think we had my boy, another guy, I forgot his name, the boxing voice.
Yeah, Nestor.
And everybody's just looking at me crazy picking Crawford. I'm like, the reason why y'all look, that's why we call the fights on the outside, and you're not Terrence Crawford. Motherfucker, I should. That's why my thought is not like your thought. Your thought being average, or I can't. Is what Terrence said. You haven't faced me yet.
That's right.
That's the thing.
That's right.
Oh, you done fought everybody. You didn't fight Shushu yet.
Exactly.
So I'm not. My main frame is not like you. That's why you're calling the fight, and I'm up here fighting.
That's right.
That's how I always look at it.
That's right.
So yeah, fuck what everybody think.
Yeah. Still mad at myself for the way I picked that fight.
The Crawford fight?
It got deeper. Terrence is a man.
Disappointed.
I know. Me too. You think you're disappointed? Yeah. You think
It's funny because I'm like, Terrence. You know how crazy he is.
I know.
Sean, how
real,
that was the difference.
That fight in Manny and Norman is what made me stop smoking weed.
Oh, you quit?
No, I said
quit?
enough. Enough. Yeah.
How long?
Like since Haney, like the
you been sober?
beat Norman. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No. I'll make a return.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They'll say forever, okay?
It's just a hiatus, a little break. Don't get too.
We're gonna come back in control of it, though.
All right.
That's all. Hira and Dara.
Okay, I never smoked drink in my life, so I'm just trying to keep you on the side.
That's probably why you're a business owner and I'm, a bushy-haired.
What's funny is people always think I'm the weird dude because I don't do nothing. I'm like, this is not what you're supposed to do? I had a dad that whooped my ass. I believe in people. I beat my kids.
Corporal punishment.
Corporate punishment?
Corporal man. Punishment.
What's corporate punishment? Meet me in the bathroom in 5 seconds. That's your corporate punishment. Let's fuck out of here. So my kid now over there acting ass like y'all kids.
Nah, I ain't gonna front like that. I feel like some kids need it though, bro.
Oh yeah, and my man could. Yeah.
Come on, yeah, right, exactly. Some kids need it. I ain't gonna cap.
So to Ant's parenting part, we're at Sean's house once. There's a kid. There's a kid on the counter. And he goes, get off of there. You're not white. Get off that counter. You know better. And I have my kids and they get on the counter and I was like, damn, Ant's right.
That's right.
That's what I'm going for, man.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm a very
My kids are good though, man. We let them on the counter.
Yeah, no, man. Sometimes, yeah. My kid got a drop of white in him, so he be wanting whiteness and I black his ass right back up.
That's good.
I think you're on the wrong slamming this door in.
Oh, hell no. Dude, shut up, man. Hey, I was Shushu Carrington. Hey, all you hear is some stuff getting tear up. No, my man. Hell no. You pissed me off just the thought of him trying me like that. You about to piss me off.
Yo.
There's more than one way to skin a cat.
Slam the door.
Right.
You can raise kids good a couple different ways. Ant does it his way.
Hey, what to do what y'all want to do.
Yeah, as long as it works.
And I'm getting my son to boxing. So y'all that don't discipline your son, I'm gonna make my son drop y'all son.
Then he
Get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Because that's the other thing. Y'all some bad as kids.
All right. So now I understand why Sean has to get us through these topics. Sorry, Sean. I get it now. So I'm pleading with our producer extraordinaire, Ryan Hafey. I need just a little bit of overtime to get through. Am I good? All right. I got the wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B. Got the wrap it up box.
Okay.
All right. So lastly, two topics we want to hit. I'm only gonna take two then. Mayweather versus Pacquiao 2. Ant, give us your unfiltered.
Man, Floyd was my favorite fighter of all time watching. Loved every Floyd fight. Loved the hate. Love how he built himself up. Love what he did. Became his own boss. I love everything about Floyd. Man, it's tough to see one of your idols coming back this late. This is like when I seen Jordan come back to the Wizards. It's like my favorite boxer, but favorite basketball player, but LeBron on the Lakers, especially now. So, yeah, but it's like Charles Barkley on the Rockets. Hey, Patrick Ewing on the Magic.
On the Magic and the Supersonics.
Damn, he played for Supersonics?
Yeah, he did.
But yeah,
Hakeem on the Raptors. I hope you going.
Yeah, but don't get me wrong. There's people hyped about this. I guess, hardcores like us that really know the game. But there's people like acting like these, my man, they're both in their 30s and we about to get a war. You remember what happened last time? Right. You remember what happened last time? Like, I guess what you think, Floyd's slower or something? Like, what are people counting on?
People.
Pacquiao looked terrible against Barrios.
People were just counting on.
Looked okay.
I think he looked okay.
Barrios.
No, for his age, I think he looked.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Come on. For his age, you can't expect the prime Pacquiao. Come on.
So this about to be a shit show.
Okay, I don't think it's going to be that, but I definitely think
it's Leonard Durant 3.
Hey, but I definitely think that Floyd, you have to take a few steps back in terms of his athleticism. So he might be, susceptible to get caught with certain shots. And Pacquiao, he's still his style is still a problem for a lot of different guys, even in his division today. A lot of young guys. So I feel like the reason why people are so hyped because, believe it or not, people still want to see Mayweather lose, no matter how old he is. That's so. That is so attached to his persona, his image, to a point where it's like, that's him, and it's to the point where he changed the view of boxing, the value of fighters in boxing, to where if you lose that, your stock just plummets. It wasn't always like that until Floyd kind of, affected the game.
That was a cons of his moment.
100%. So I think that because of that, it has so much influence. That's why this fight is still that exciting. People still want to see Floyd lose or win, to see if he still has it, to see if he's still the best up.
How would y'all feel if one of them gets stopped?
That'd almost be from an entertainment perspective, a pleasant surprise.
It would be, yeah. I agree.
It's two legends. I want to see.
I know. I'm with you. I'm still speaking for the masses here. Me personally, I don't. I'm
already got
good.
Yeah.
It's like the casuals so crazy that I already have people requesting tickets. I'm like, damn, y'all this hype about this, huh? I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
These cliches in boxing, the weight classes for a reason, that's been fluctuating lately. And,
especially since Bud did what he did.
You get what I mean? And a lot of the old time adages, they always held true for like 100 years in modern medicine and everything. The guys Pacquiao, the way he looked at 46, once upon a time, that just wouldn't have been able to happen because you rely a lot on athleticism. How at 46 are you still darting in and out, retaining a fair amount of what made you what you were? That's why Bernard was able to do, what he did is it wasn't too athletic reliant. And Foreman, so the old timers would say the first thing to go is the legs. The last thing to go is the power. So that would actually mean advantage Pacquiao because he's the guy who with the left hand punching power. Floyd turned him all night long in the first fight. But if Pacquiao was just able to retain a fair bit of his athleticism, then maybe Floyd will be able to too. Yeah. Maybe those legs won't be as bad. Because when I was watching Pacquiao in the Barrios fight, and I saw him still dart in and out a little bit, and then what was kind of fun about that fight was since Pacquiao's whole game was slowed down, you could see the machinations, the tricks, because they were so fast before, just like this wild cyclone, and but seeing it slowed down, you're like, oh, that's right, that's what he was doing. But anyways, I was thinking that night at the MGF, Pacquiao might catch Floyd now. Just because, supposedly your reflexes, your legs, those are supposed to be some of the things that go. And maybe Manny could catch him with left hand, but I don't know. It's going to be what it's going to be. The people that know more than me, guys that have been champions, Hall of Famers, they tell me Manny can never beat Floyd. And that they're not saying that being, taking sides. They're just telling me with conviction, he'll never beat Floyd. Do you think that, Bruce, or?
I think that Pacquiao's style is just super dangerous to where and that's the reason why he is, like I said, could still be a problem for a lot of fighters today, because it's still youthful in a way to where it can keep up with a lot of these younger guys with his, chaotic approach, and his quickness is still there. If Floyd isn't as quick, or just a decent amount of quickness to keep up with that, then yeah, I could see Pacquiao catching him. I could see Pacquiao definitely doing something with that. And but I also want to say that Barrios, you can't compare the Mayweather to Barrios, because Barrios, he kind of just stands right there for shots as well too. Yeah. Mayweather's not going to do that. Right. Older Mayweather, I don't see him doing that. Like Mayweather's staying active, with these exhibitions and these little fights here and there, and it's like Mayweather still got it now. Yeah. Like he's not like far off by any means. So can Pacquiao catch him? I think so, but I still think I got Mayweather winning the fight.
I'll close with this about that. I saw Floyd sparring. I'm blessed to have these opportunities sometimes in my career. I saw him spar late night when Gervonta was getting ready for Leo Santa Cruz. And I'd love to get more in depth about this one day, but what Floyd, he was trying to show Gervonta certain things, and he started demonstrating it on his sparring partner. So Tank's right here, and you're the sparring partner. He's like, see, you can do this, you can do that, you can do that. And he's whooping this dude's ass while not even looking at him half the time. And the t-shirt. And in that moment, I'm watching him, and because I wasn't taken by Floyd's performance against McGregor, I'm like, man, his legs look old, and he just doesn't. But I
think he gave the fans what they just wanted.
Everybody says that,
so.
But
he played too.
Yeah.
And that's going to tie into our very last topic about Rico and Usyk. But then I said, man, this dude kind of still looks like the best fighter in the world. And it's different. Jerry Eisenberg, OG from New Jersey, who covered Ali and all, he says, kid, they're going to look good in the gym till they're 80. They get old on fight night. But in the gym, against, you know what? I think he'll appreciate the shine. Against my guy, Matteo Papa, okay, a guy from Italy. I'm like,
shout out to you, Matteo. See how they do you?
But hey, Matteo was undefeated at the time. He went some tough rounds with Gervonta, and Gervonta was sharp for that camp for Leo Santa Cruz, but Floyd looked even better. I'm giving away too much in the gym. I'm sorry. I know this is why they don't let us in. I get it, but I'm trying to give the people some gems here. So he in the gym, he still looked incredible. Mesmerizingly good. But we'll see. Like Jerry said, they get old under the lights. We'll see if both of them get old under the lights. Last topic for the show. Sorry, Ryan Hafey. Usyk versus Rico.
I thought you meant a Rico case.
I mean Spider Rico, like from the Rocky movies. No.
Who is this dude? Who is this dude?
So Rico Verhoeven is the king of heavyweight kickboxing, and I watched a little something on him.
What has to do with boxing?
Huh?
What has to do with boxing?
Well, not remove the kick, and it's almost the same. No. But hey, by the way, apologies to Jayo Pataya and Brandon Glanton. We were going to get into your fight, but we're having fun. Pressed for time. Brandon Glanton is a pressure fighter, a bruiser. Jayo Pataya is considered the #1 cruiserweight in the world. That's a good scrap.
That's two nice guys on the street.
Really good scrap.
Yep.
Oh, next week.
Yeah.
It's the most important.
Week,
yeah. It's the most important fight Zuffa's put on, and I may say what I say here and there, but it's a good fight, and I look forward to that fight. So sorry we couldn't get to that audience, but Usyk Rico, it's for the WBC title. Do you feel
that's crazy?
Now I'm really putting you in a tough one. Do you feel that's right? Like, do you? And you could punt on this one and let Antt get to cooking, but do you feel like that devalues the WBC title when they this and a lot of decisions from Mauricio that make you scratch your head and got Dana White talking mad shit. It weaponizes them. It gives them a point to how messed up boxing is.
I mean, but it's always going to be something to, take from boxing, whether if it's a pro or a con. You know what I'm saying? Whether if it's a positive or a negative, there's always going to be something. I feel like every single time that every single thing like something like this, of course, something that's going to be talked about. But I feel like there's purpose in it. There's reasons for it. And we just because we don't know, a lot of the times people just throw out negative connotations at it. But, there's probably something bigger in the picture. We never know. And that's something that me as a fighter, I always just like to trust. I'm saying that there's something like a bigger reason as to why fights like this are being made, not just because like looking at things at surface level.
it's the best kickboxer in the world against the best boxer. That's the bigger vision. All right. All right,
maybe something after this. Maybe this is just could be, stay ready fight.
Yeah.
For Usyk. I mean, I think that's what it is. I think most people think that's what it is. This guy isn't really like fairly known in the sport of boxing, so I would say that. But at the same time, it is also the sport of boxing, where anything can happen. Just one shot. So, hey, that's just my comments on that.
Antt, are you
Rico.
I don't really know too much about this man, which, I mean, that the kickboxing world might be Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali. I don't know. But over here, he ain't that, okay? But, man, it's a business, too. If they offer Shushu $20 million to whoop my ass, why wouldn't I take it?
At the end of the day. Hey, it's like a Tyson Fury and President Ngannou.
Yeah.
Hey, you never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
Oh, he get knocked out.
I'm just saying, though.
That'd be sad, but yeah.
You got to put that in consideration now, since we had a fight like that.
Yeah, so, man, I mean, I don't know, man. Just get your money. One thing about sport of boxing, when it's all done, that game don't love you. That's what I realized. So when you in it, get as much money as you can before you get out of it. Because I still don't know what's going on. Why this even a fight, Shawn Zittel? You the man. Where did this guy come from?
Said they put, fighting at the Pyramid Gizas, to quote Eric Cartman, is
that them?
kind of cute.
The location is
Kinda
fire.
cute.
I know that is fire.
Is that them?
It's supposed to be them.
Okay.
In Egyptian
I think it's them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of Illuminati, but kind of cool. All right. But
I see you going there.
no, but so these whataboutisms in boxing and everywhere abroad. So the Usyk fans are people that like Oleksandr Usyk are, hey man, he's went through the gauntlet, he's done it all. Let him get his payday against a kickboxer, right? And then the other side goes, what about when you were shitting on Mayweather McGregor, right? And what about all that? And then and vice versa. The people that love Floyd is he's getting a bag. Hey, why are you mad? He's robbing the bank, ski mask. And the other side of the time is going, this is disgraceful to boxers. So I try to reconcile it all by saying it's all stupid, and I shitted on all of it, right? But now that I have to chew on it a little bit more, like you said about Fury and Ngannou, right? You know what's the funny thing about these these fights, these crossover fights, is whether it was Ali against Antonio Inoki, that fight wound up being really bizarre, but tough. And Ali had to, stand on the top rope and kick down at this dude and all kind. Point being, it wound up, and Ali, by the way, didn't know, are we like doing WWF wrestling? Right, or are you like really trying to fight? Yeah. So shout out to the greatest. I don't think he was fully prepared for what this guy was about to do. But point being, it wound up actually being a tough fight. And then McGregor Mayweather, and earlier you said, everyone agrees with you, by the way, that Floyd may have had a bet in the 10th round. He carried him some rounds. I mean, I saw a guy into his 40s. He even said, I'm not the fighter I was 5 years ago. I still got enough to beat you. Yeah. But he was acknowledging, I'm not sharp like I was before. And McGregor, say what you want about him at that time with momentum to his back, was rangy, bigger man, And that fight wound up being more competitive. He landed more punches by CompuBox against a lesser version of Floyd that night than great fighters did.
Did he catch him?
With uppercut.
That's uppercut, yeah.
Didn't have shit on it, but caught him with it. And so Mayweather McGregor was competitive early on. Fury, a lot of people thought Ngannou beat Fury. He dropped him. Ali had problems with Inoki. So there's actually a precedent for, even if you don't like it, all these fights you'd compare it to, and a lot of people would think of as jokes, turned out to be tougher fights than we thought going in. So maybe this is too. But I don't think it should be for the WBC title. Just
keep it exhibition.
Geek Copy, I was like, what are we doing over here? So, but hey, it is what it is. All right, that's it for the show. Thank you guys. Thank you so much, Bruce, for taking time out to come to the show. And Antt, thank you for taking time out from running your business, brother, to join us. And that's it. I have my motivational message for the day is, just be a good person out there. Try your best. We're all trying our best to be good people. Right. It's easier said than done, but
never give up.
There you go.